Chrysocoris stolei or lychee metallic shield bug. General color of dorsum metallic blue, green or purple. Abdominal venter yellow, broadly margin with purple laterite to spiracles. Spiracles 2-7 each, surrounded by a rounded black spot. Meso, and metapemeroids together with the supracoxal lobes yellow, coxae and trochanters pale yellow, femora with an apical annulus and longitudinal bands black, tibia and tarsi black. Nephelopeleps or giant golden orb spider. It resides all over countries in East and Southeast Asia, as well as Oceania. Females are large and grow to a body size of 30 to 50 millimeters, with males growing to 5 to 6 millimeters. The first, second, and fourth pairs of legs of juvenile females have dense hairy brushes, but these brushes disappear as the spider matures. The Nephelopeleps golden web is vertical, with a fine irregular mesh. It is not symmetrical, with the hub usually nearer the top, to rather than egg sacs being hung in the web. Coridae or leaf-footed bug. So here's the bug that I found. It's called leaf-footed bug because if looked at in his both hind legs it look like a leaf. They are not harmful to humans, although they have mouthparts designed to pierce. Leaf-footed bugs do not bite humans or other animals, and they only use them to suck juices from leaves, stems, and fruit. Leaf-footed bugs aren't poisonous, and there is no evidence that they carry parasites or human diseases, although it isn't inconceivable. They eat on plants and fruits. When young, they have varied coloration that ranges from light yellow to orange to bright red. Their body appears round rather than flat. You may also notice a couple of black spots down the middle of their back towards the bottom. Adults have a flat, leaf-like body shape and can be brown, gray, or black depending on the species. Phasmatodia or stick insect. They are also occasionally referred to as devil's darning needles, although this name is shared by both dragonflies and craneflies. The group's name is derived from the ancient Greek phasma, meaning an apparition or phantom, referring to their resemblance to vegetation, while in fact being animals. Their natural camouflage makes them difficult for predators to detect still. Many species have one of several secondary lines of defense in the form of startle displays. Spines or toxic secretions stick insects from the genera Phagonistria, Tenomorpha, and Phobioticus include the world's longest insects. They are herbivorous, with many species living unobtrusively in the tree canopy. They have an incomplete metamorphosis life cycle with 3 stages: egg, nymph, and adult. Many phasmids are parthenogenic and do not require fertilized eggs for female offspring to be produced. In hotter climates, they may breed all year round. In more temperate regions, the females lay eggs in the autumn before dying, and the new generation hatches in the spring. Some species have wings and can disperse by flying, while others are more restricted. Nymph of true bug. True bugs undergo incomplete metamorphosis, as they do not have a pupal stage. This involves passing through 3 life stages, which are egg, nymph, and adult. After the eggs are fertilized, usually in the spring, the female may deposit them in plant tissue, soil, or bark. Eggs could also be attached to the surface of vegetation or on other objects, and may also be guarded. After about 1 to 4 weeks, the eggs will hatch. After hatching from the eggs, nymphs go through a series of 5 developmental stages called instars, shedding their exoskeletons in between, a process called molting. As they progress through the instars, they increase in size and develop wing pads and scent glands for protection. The nymphs very closely resemble adults with respect to their physical appearance, behavior, and habitat, but they are smaller. Nymphal development occurs quickly during the summer, so that it will be ready to mature into an adult before winter. Black and red hairy caterpillar. The caterpillars are active for 6 to 8 weeks and grow up to 5 centimeters. Grown-up larvae transform to pupae and then to moths to give rise to another generation. If weather conditions are favorable, caterpillar are the larval stage of members of the order Lepidoptera, the insect order comprising butterflies and moths. As with most common names, the application of the word is arbitrary, since the larvae of sawflies, suborder Symphyta, are commonly called caterpillars as well. True crickets. True crickets are insects somewhat related to grasshoppers and more closely related to katydids, or bush crickets family Tetigonidae. They have somewhat flattened bodies and long antennae. There are about 900 species of crickets. They tend to be nocturnal and are often confused with grasshoppers because they have a similar body structure, including jumping hind legs. Crickets are known for their chirp, which only male crickets can do. Male wings have ridges or teeth that act like a comb and file instrument. Tussock moth caterpillar. The common name for which is derived from the hair tufts, or tussocks, found on most larval forms. The family, which occurs in both Eurasia and the New World, includes several species that are destructive to shade and forest trees. The large larvae are hairy, and many species have stinging hairs. Most feed on foliage of trees and shrubs, sometimes foraging daily from a silken tent or colonial nest of web leaves. Hierodula membranacea is a large praying mantis, sharing its common name giant Asian mantis with other large members of genus Hierodula, of which it is the type species. Its colors vary from green to yellow-green, or even brown to reddish-brown, similar to those of the giant Indian mantis and the giant Malaysian mantis. As the name suggests, it originates from southeastern Asia and is among the largest of mantises. Male and female adults reach around 7 to 9 centimeters to 0.8 to 3.5 n. Excluding extended forelegs, it is a cannibalistic species, with the females sometimes eating the males after mating. Black carpenter bee. Carpenter bees are species in the genus Xylocopa of the subfamily Xylocopinae. The genus include some 500 bees and 31 subgenera. The common name carpenter bee derives from their nesting behavior. Nearly all species burrow into hard plant material, such as dead wood or bamboo. The main exceptions are species in the subgenus Proxylocopa They dig nesting tunnels in suitable soil. If you have found a carpenter bee in distress, it is important to understand what could be causing the issue and how you can help. Carpenter bees are important pollinators in many ecosystems, so it is beneficial to take steps to help them when possible. This video will discuss the potential causes of a dying carpenter bee and how to provide aid if needed.
Busy bees, buzzing around. Ants, crawling around. Big butterfly, fleeing around. Moving around. Toy